Hi, Sherry. Awesome with American Income. So, what you on the phone about your benefits to your Teamsters?
Mm-hmm.
All right, is Jeff here?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I got your benefits package. Do you mind? They have me using my laptop to kind of save some time and for quality control.
Okay.
Do you mind if you set your kitchen table near an outlet?
Okay.
All right, you guys mind if I give you guys the short version?
Yeah. Give us a short version.
Awesome. Now, did you make it to the meeting where they talked about the benefits?
No.
Okay, well, that's exactly why I'm here. So let me tell you what I'm going to do and why I'm here. It's my job to go over the benefits that I've already been set up for you and to review some options that you may qualify for.
Okay.
I just need you to listen and ask any questions that you guys may have, since you only want me to stop by once during your service period.
Okay.
All right. Now, do you remember this letter that you got from the Teamsters?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, when you got this letter, you returned a card.
Yeah, I remember that.
Now, in the letter, it said that once you return the card, you'd be contacted by somebody.
Okay.
That's me.
All right.
In today's world, it's not much personal service anymore, but you felt this was important enough that we would actually come out and handle this personally for you.
Okay.
All right. Sorry it's taking so long to see you. Not only did your group think this was important, but over 30,000 other groups and unions did as well.
Okay.
So, how will I get this set up? Do you mind if I ask you guys a couple of questions?
Go ahead.
Okay. How long have you guys been in the Teamsters?
Me, about 12 years. Him, about 15.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Awesome. What do you guys do for work?
He's a machinist, and I'm a press operator.
Okay. Awesome. So you guys have been in the area for a long time?
About 12 years.
Okay. Awesome. Are you guys from the area? Have a lot of family here still?
Not really.
Not really.
We just got his brother that lives up around the way.
Okay. You know your neighbors pretty well? Seems like a pretty nice neighborhood you guys have.
Yeah, I mean, they're okay. We, see them coming in and going out and wave. That's about it.
Oh, okay. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started. Now, the first no-cost benefit that I've been set up for you guys is the host service discount card. Now, let me ask you, Sherry, how do you guys do group insurance?
Oh, we have great group insurance.
Really?
We don't need any of that stuff.
Are you guys noticing any gaps?
Gaps? What do you mean?
Like you paying out of pocket for anything?
Oh, like co-pays?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have co-pays like for our prescriptions.
Okay.
I mean, everything else.
Well, this is going to be huge for you then, Ms. Walton. So what this is a host service discount card.
Okay.
So to save you guys money. This gives you up to 60% off of eye care, hearing, prescription drug and chiropractic services.
Okay.
Now, this is not insurance. This kind of helps fill those gaps that we were talking about earlier. All right. Now, this is the brochure. You guys all the enrollment information. There's a 1-800 number on the website that can answer any questions that you guys may have. I'll let you look at this after I leave.
Okay.
Now, I'm sure you guys know families with kids, right?
Yeah.
You have kids yourself? Okay.
A couple teenagers.
All right, awesome. So this next benefit is have you ever seen like an Amber Alert notification or missing child report?
Mm-hmm. Those things that pop up on your cell phone?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Could you imagine what those parents are going through?
Mm-hmm.
It's scary to think that every 30 seconds a child goes missing in this country. If they're not found in the first 24 hours, 93% of them are never found. Okay. So with this Child Safe Kit, one of the most comprehensive kits on the market provided by American Income, this gives you all the information for all the police need to help put out a report faster. All right? You got one of those for each of your kids. Okay. Now, this is the benefit your letter talks about. Okay, now what this is, Sherry, this is an accidental death and dismemberment benefit. I want this video to explain, okay?
All right.
Now, how this benefit works, let's say if you lose the sight of an eye, a hand, or a foot in an accident, they pay half the face amount, $1,500. Lose any combination of two, they pay the full $3,000 face amount. Now, Jeff, if Sherry should pass in an accident, they pay the full $3,000. I know $3,000 doesn't seem like all the money in the world. Quite frankly, it's not. But if Sherry should die, her paycheck would die with it, right? So do you see how this would really help take care of some benefits there?
Yeah.
Awesome. So when something happens, you guys are going to need the office number, so go ahead and grab your phone or your phone book. We don't have those anymore. Let's get that in there for you, all right? Mm-hmm. You ready?
Yep.
The number is 1-800-686-0042. And while you have that out, one other thing I've got to do is grab 2 emergency contacts from you. It's wise that they're local and over the age of 18. So, who's your first emergency contact?
Brittany Walton.
Okay. What's her phone number?
252-3108.
513?
Yeah.
Okay. This is, how is she related to you?
Daughter.
And who's your next emergency contact?
He is. Or you want somebody other than...
So we need two, just in case you guys died in a common accident.
Oh, okay. My other daughter.
Okay, what's her name? How do you spell that?
Kaira.
Alright. Walton Iverson. And what's her phone number?
218-6068.
Okay, awesome. Now, Sherry, this benefit is just on you, but part 2 of this benefit allows you to extend this benefit to some of your closest friends and family. Then we'll show this video to kind of explain it a little bit better. Now, to recap, so what this allows you to do, let's say you give your daughter Brittany a benefit. Whoever she designated as her beneficiary, let's say she gets into an accident, whoever she puts as her beneficiary will get the $2,000. Alright, not only will they get the $2,000 policy, but they'll also get a child safe kit and the health services discount card. Okay. Now, I don't know how long you are able to extend this benefit, so let's go ahead and get this taken care of now. So let's go ahead and give it to your 2 emergency contacts. They're probably the closest to you. Alright, Brittany, Kyra. Who else would you like to give this benefit out to?
My sister Rosalind.
Okay, how do you spell that?
Rosalyn.
Last name?
Gordon.
Is Rosalind married?
Yes, William.
And their phone number?
302-3015.
Okay, who else?
My sister Karen.
How do you spell that?
Karen.
Okay, last name?
Masalachi.
Okay, is she married as well? What's the spouse's name?
Jabrilla.
How do you spell that?
DJABRILLA.
Okay, who else?
That's it.
Okay. Awesome. So it's very important that you give these people a call to let them know that I'll be contacting them and dropping off their benefits just like I did with you. Okay?
Okay. That's cool.
Awesome. So before we continue, they have this needs and now, or they have a mandatory read-off letter that kind of explains the enrollment process. Maria, you guys can read it, or I can just summarize it for you.
Go ahead.
All right. Now, what this letter is pretty much saying is, as I'm going through the benefits and you're nodding your head, so these are some great benefits. I can see why you've approved them while the members are doing it. Let's go ahead and get you guys enrolled today. On the flip side, if I'm going through the benefits, you're thinking, oh, they're all right, but they don't really serve a need for me and my family right now. I'm actually going to ask you guys not to apply. But one way or the other, this decision needs to be made today during your service period, just in fairness to all the other members waiting to enroll. Does that make sense, Sherry?
Yeah.
Jeff, does that make sense to you as well?
He's mute.
Okay. Awesome.
But he says yes.
Now, these benefits were by far the biggest and most important concerns for all the families. So I've got to see if you guys can even qualify. Now, how's your guys' background? Any parole, arrests, anything like that? DUIs? You're not taking any medications on a daily basis?
Nope.
Okay, everything seems good. Now, over the years, you go through benefit changes and contract negotiations. You know, it's give and take. And lately, it seems like you're giving more, but getting a lot less.
Yeah, that's true.
That's one of the reasons they have me out here. Okay. With input from the labor advisory boards, members like yourself, and all the other groups, we've actually come up with a list of concerns for all the families just like yourself. Now, guys, these are by far the biggest concerns for all the families. And the first concern actually deals with the funeral and final expense. You know, common funeral today is like $14,000. And not many members have that kind of money sitting in the bank, and if they do, I'm sure it wasn't being planned to use on a funeral, right? And let's say you're the funeral home director. When would you want your money?
Today.
Exactly. So you can see how that kind of puts a little bind on a lot of families, right? The next benefit has to do with your paycheck. If you or Jeff should die, I'm sure that would put a crunch on the income, right? Could you survive without his budget? Sure.
No.
Okay, that's okay. The next thing is obviously the mortgage. You guys have a beautiful home here. If one of the main breadwinners dies, it's the first thing that usually goes.
Okay.
The home. Child's protection. You know, most benefits of the jobs aren't permanent for the kids. You know, I'm sure you want your kids to go to college, right? So if, unexpected paycheck loss can put that in jeopardy. So that's why this concern is on there as well. Next thing is copays, deductibles, and lost wages. If you break a leg and spend some time in the hospital, guess what you're not doing?
Earning a check.
Exactly. So that can put some kind of strain on the home budget. Loss in pension and retirement accounts. If he's not there to build the pension, retirement savings become a little different, so that can put a big strain. Terminal illnesses, especially cancer. That's one of the biggest diseases in today's society. I think it's one in 3 males will get cancer. I'm sorry, it's 1 in 3 females will get cancer, and 1 in 2 males will get cancer in their lifetime. And the older you get, the more likely you are to get cancer, right? So that's the easy why it's on there, right? Mm-hmm. And lastly is affordability. Getting all these benefits taken care of on the open market, it can be astronomical in price. Mm-hmm. So they've had us develop a program which makes it a lot of very affordable for all the families. Now, whether or not these concerns are a concern for you guys, the most important benefit that has been arranged for all the members is the needs analysis survey. Now, what this survey will do, it takes some information from you guys and determine if there's any gaps in your coverage.
Oh, we already have coverage.
Oh, that's fine. So what this is going to do is see if there's any gaps in your coverage. Now, most members already have coverage.
Okay.
And so let's see. So if there's no gaps, it won't make a recommendation.
Okay.
If there is a gap, it'll make a recommendation. I'll review that with you guys.
All right.
All right. So, Jeff, when is your date of birth?
Jeff's date of birth is 9/18. 63.
Alright. September 18th, 63. And what is your oldest child's name?
Brittany.
How old is she? Over the age of 18?
Yeah.
Do you have any children that are under the age of 18?
No.
Okay. Alright, a few health questions. Have you guys had any cancer in the past 2 years?
No.
Insulin, diabetes?
No.
Cardiovascular disease, heart attack, stroke?
No.
You guys currently use oxygen?
Breathe, don't we?
Exactly. Any terminal illnesses?
No.
Alzheimer's that you guys can recall?
No.
Can't recall. You used tobacco in the past 12 months? Okay. Now, on average, Sherry, what would you say your monthly take-home pay is after taxes?
After taxes, I can give you before taxes.
Okay, what would you say?
4,500 for Jeff.
45 for Jeff. Mm-hmm. Okay, and how about for yourself?
35.
Okay. Now, how much insurance do you guys have to work?
He has a $200,000 policy.
Through work?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And now how about yourself?
No.
No. It's a $200,000 policy through work. What about outside of work?
0.
Okay. And for both of you guys?
Right.
Alrighty. Now, do you guys rent or own this beautiful place you guys have?
Own.
Nice. And how long is what's the mortgage balance?
120.
And about how long do you guys have left to pay?
About 15 years.
Okay. Not too much longer. How do you plan for your kids to go to college?
They're basically already just about done, so.
Okay. You have a checking and savings account, I would assume?
Checking, we use checking most of the time.
Awesome. So, the first benefit the needs analysis has recommended has to do with the funeral and final expense.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna this video explain the need for that benefit.
Okay. Thank you.
Now, the freedom of choice has been set up to take care of that need for you guys. So how this works, it's kind of a check for your funeral policy. Now, it's protected by whole life insurance, so it's always going to be there for your family. Do you see how it's going to be there? How it's going to be helpful in that time of need?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Miss Walton, touched on this earlier today. If you had to go without your paycheck for, say, a couple of weeks, would that be tough for you guys?
It would be definitely uncomfortable.
Okay. How about a couple of weeks?
You're like, okay, what's up?
How about a couple of months?
No.
What if you lost your paycheck forever? That is exactly why the benefit software is chose to include income protection. Okay. Now, it is recommending for both of you guys. It's recommending for you that you guys have $100,000 of income protection. Okay. You guys right now have zero, so it's recommending $100,000 more.
Why is it recommending so much?
Just to make sure. So let's say, Jeff dies. We'll have his income coming in for 3 years. Okay. That'll give you some time to, figure out your life, spend some time with the kids, which will do with the other insurance money you guys have to work. Mm-hmm. All right. Now, do you see how that's going to be very important for your family in that time of need? Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, the next thing besides their income, most people want to protect is their mortgage, their home. Mm-hmm. All right. Now, right now, you guys have zero, so it's recommending that you guys have $120,000. Okay. Now, that's protected by accidental. So if you're in your working age, they'll most likely be hit or die due to an accident. So now, sure, you want that make you happy knowing that you and the kids in the morning have to worry about another mortgage payment, but the house is still yours. Right. Alright, so now the next benefit that they recommended has to do with lost wages in the case if you're ever to get injured. I'm going to this video to explain. Okay. So to recap, this benefit pays you every time you go to the hospital for a bump, a bruise, or a bee sting, any kind of accident or injury. Mm-hmm. It'll pay you $100 every time you go to the hospital, $200 every time you stay overnight, and double that, $400 for intensive care. All right. Now, do you see how that's definitely going to be helpful if you guys have some lost wages there? Mm-hmm. Okay. I do want to recap that if you guys were to die, it'd most likely be due to an accident. So also included in that is an accidental death benefit as well. That'll pay you guys between $2,000 and $100,000, depending on depending on the kind of accident. Okay.
You said immediately?
Depending on the kind of accident, exactly. So, also included, so unlike the benefits you have through your work at $200,000, these benefits are permanent and portable. So if you leave the union, leave your job, or decide to retire, these benefits stay with you.
Oh, so this is like outside insurance.
Exactly. It's independent if you're working anything like that. Also included is a terminal illness rider. So if you guys are diagnosed with terminal illness like cancer, what it allows you to do is access half of your freedom of choice and income protection, to kind of take care of some of the bills that pile up, and to make sure your family's in a financially comfortable spot when you pass. Or what I see a lot of families do with the money is make the last moments the most memorable. Mm-hmm. Okay? And whatever's left over, the remaining of the benefit will pay out upon your death. Okay. Also included with all the benefits is a strike and layoff waiver. If you're ever in a qualified strike, we'll take care of your benefits for up to a year. A qualified layoff will pay them for up to 3 months. Makes sense? Now, let's kind of review what we have here. So Sherry, let's say Monday morning you go into work, okay, and your boss says, work's been great lately. Instead of, we're going to pay for 41 hours instead of 40 hours. Now with that extra hour, you're going to buy your dream car. Mm-hmm. No. Move to a bigger house. Mm-hmm. Go on a gym vacation. On the flip side, let's say he comes into work and says, work's been kind of slow, but instead of laying somebody off, we're going to just pay for 39 hours. Would you have to cancel dentist appointments for the kids? No. Cancel cable? Sell your home? So one way or the other isn't going to make that much of a difference, but having these benefits not taken care of will definitely be huge for your family. So let's say Monday morning you go in the office. All right. Here's job A. You're making about $1,500 a week. Over here is job A. You're making about $1,450 a week. All right. With job, same job, identical job, same work, and everything. With job B, let's say you have $50,000 freedom of choice for you and Jeff. Job A, you have none. Job B, you have $100,000 in income protection should he die, which will give his income for 5 years. Job A, you have none. Job B, you have mortgage protection. $120,000 will take care of the mortgage should you guys die. Job A, you have none. A protection that if you're ever injured, $100, $200, $400 if you're ever in intensive care, ICU. Job A, you have none. Now both jobs are on the table. Which job would you take, job A or job B?
The most benefits.
Why? But you're making more money over here.
Because the most benefits actually give you the most money for real.
Exactly. It's a no-brainer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So what the computer has recommended is the basic program. Another option you guys do have is an inflation option, which will double your freedom of choice benefit to kind of take care of some cost of some rising costs and funerals due to inflation, or just to give your family a little bit extra money to take care of some other unexpected final expenses. All right, now, did you want to stick with the basic program, or do you want to do a little bit more for your family going with the inflation option?
Probably the inflation option.
Right, it's an extra $6, no brainer, right? Awesome.